Hey there, welcome back at Intensio. Thank you for tuning in again. And over the last few days, I've been having a terrible headache, and I went into a deep dive into what was causing it, how to resolve it. And from this process, I kind of got like a 5 step plan that I felt is really worth sharing. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right here in this video. So I welcome you very much to the 5 steps on how to change your life almost instantly. All right, so let's have a short overview before we dive into each of these steps in depth. So, the first step is to fully realize that you are already complete and that you are already full. So, this has both a spiritual and a practical aspect. You are complete is very much a spiritual, energetic concept, but the you are full part is very much practical that we have something to do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Which leads me to the second step that if you really want to change your life, you are basically saying, hey, I want to change the way I experience the life that I'm already having. And in order to change this experience, you need to make different choices because different choices have different consequences. Now, in order to see which choices, we go into step 3, in order to see which choices will actually create a different experience of life, you first need to change your vibration. And this is often a concept that is very vague, but we will go into it in depth, and you will realize, you will see that it's actually very easy to do so. Then the fourth step is that, hey, when I am changing my vibration, I will bump into all kinds of beliefs and ideas and feelings which are actually holding me back from making these new choices and changing my life. So we have to do a little bit of research into, hey, which are actually the negative beliefs that are holding me back from changing my life. And then we get into the fifth and the final step of this process, and that's how do we let them go? Because by letting the negative beliefs go that are holding you back from actually being who you want to be or changing your life in the way you want it to change, when you let them go, you make room to change your vibration, which gives you the view of what different choices to make. And making different choices always has a different consequence, thus changing your life. Okay, so let's have a very, very good look at the first step, which was to realize that you are already complete and full. And I'm really going to mix the spiritual with the practical here because we are living an earthly physical life. So the first part is to realize you are already complete. Now, we often have this idea from our society that a child or a baby or, someone growing up in our society needs to be taught a lot of things. It needs to be taught what is right, what is wrong, what are their talents. They need to search for it, they need to explore it. But they're all within the confines and within the structure of our society. They are all inside the box. Well, actually, from a spiritual perspective, if you realize you are a eternal, indestructible soul having a human experience, then you realize, hey, but when I got here, I'm not incomplete. I'm not missing any part. I'm just growing up again to find myself again in a different way, to explore myself again, experience myself in a new way. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not being nurtured into this person, but I'm already coming here as a complete being. Now, the reason this is important is to understand that we actually allow all kinds of layers to build around ourselves, especially in Western society, which block our connection to who we truly are when we actually got here. So, in a way, we are trying to strip away all these layers to come closer to who we truly are. And then we get into the second part, which is the practical part. We are very full. And this fullness is what I mean by that is that we have something to do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So this means that if I want to change my life, I cannot do more. My life is already full. So in order to experience life differently, I need to change the choices that I already make in the time that I already have. We cannot create more time. We cannot create more um, ability to um, actually engage with more. We need to let go first to make room for other experiences to enter our lives. And we do this by choice. Okay, so choice is the big one. And it's actually the second step in this 5-step process. Um, in order to create a new experience of life, you need to make different choices in what you are already doing. You cannot do more without letting things go. So these new choices, they need to come from somewhere, and they can be very simple and subtle. For example, if you are living or if you are making choices from a place of lack, and you're going into a supermarket and you have the bread that you really, really love and like in your right hand, but you have the cheaper bread in your left hand. Now, it's very simple to make a very different choice right there and then. If you keep making the choices out of lack, you will send out the energy of lack, and the karma system will return the energy of lack to you. But if you think to yourself, you know what, I'm worthy of this and I really love this, my enthusiasm goes out to eating this bread actually, and you make the choice out of that, you are changing your choices. So I make this example to help you understand that it's not about doing more, but it's about doing different. So that brings us into the third step, which is shifting your vibration. If you stay in the same vibration that you mainly live in, you will only see the choices which are available to you from that very vibrational state. So, in order to see all the choices that are available to you and all the possibilities you have, you first need to change your vibration so you actually kind of get access to them. Now, how this works is actually quite simple. If you want, for example, more happiness in your life, do things that make you happy. And these short-term vibrational states, for example, I love to walk bare feet into the forest. I can actually do that. You know, I can say, hey, instead of scrolling on my phone for half an hour, I'm going outside and walk bare feet in the forest. Now, this instantly changes my vibrational state because it makes me happy, it makes me calm, it makes me relax. And those words are actually the vibrational state in which I'm shifting, which opens my system to seeing more choices and more possibilities which are available to me to become even more relaxed and happy. So the short term physical or short term vibrational changes can be done by doing different things with your body or doing different things with your mind, as in change your pattern of thinking or do things that make you feel a certain kind of way. So you have all these bodies which can help you to shift into a different vibrational state, and they will be short-lived unless you make the choices that come out of it again and again and again, which increases the amount of time and increases the amount of energy that you are experiencing in this vibration that you actually truly want. Interesting thing is, you can actually choose which vibration you want to be in and want more of. And then the choices that open up to you are yours to take. Now, there is something holding us back a little bit from fully living all the vibrational states that we can be in, which makes us arrive at the fourth step. So, the fourth step is that negative beliefs will come up when you try to make new choices which are congruent to the vibrational state you want to be in. Earlier, we talked about all these layers that are around you, all these ideas that we got from society, our upbringing, education, workplace, etc. And there are a lot of judgments in them. What is right, what is wrong, what is for men, what is for women, what is for old people, what is for young people, etc., etc., etc. So we have all these constructs which kind of tell us what we can and cannot do in any kind of situation. And we actually hold them up and act to them, which is very normal actually that we did so as a child, but especially as adults. It is time to see that these are constructs that are not serving us any longer and that we can actually let them go. But the first part, which is this fourth step, is to realize that when you are shifting your vibration and you are going to make new choices which bring you closer to the experience you want to have in this lifetime, you will inevitably get into touch get into contact with the negative beliefs that are still stuck in your system. And it's very important to become aware of them and what they actually are. Which leads us to the fifth and final step of this process, to actually let go of these negative beliefs. And these negative beliefs are not serving you once you see them and once you realize, hey, this idea, this construct is not from myself, it's from outside of myself, but I believe in it and I act on it. So, for example, if you truly, truly love, and I'm going to give something which my mind already has a negative belief about. For example, if I just love to grab my book, go into a coffee shop, have a cappuccino, and read, I can immediately hear my mind telling me like, what the hell, that's boring, it's useless, why would you do that, etc., 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 etc. These are the negative beliefs. These are the negative thought patterns. And they are actually very simple to break because I can grab a book, go to a coffee shop, order a cappuccino, sit there, enjoy myself, and read. So, this is a very simple example, of course, but the concept of how it works is the same with small and big things all alike. And I give another very direct example. It's been a while since I posted my last video, but this morning I really felt like, hey, I really want to share this. This is really cool. And it fits my channel perfectly. It's time. Now, I can feel myself guilty or shame myself that it's been so long and it's not right. And all the marketing gurus say, yeah, you have to be consistent with uploading your videos. All blah, all negative beliefs. I feel like I have something to share. So right now and right here is the moment to share it. Please realize, in the end, negative beliefs often come down to I'm not good enough, or something or someone else is telling me that I should not do this. So it's allowing someone else to make the choice for us, even if the person is not there in person, or we are holding ourselves back because we think it is not good enough. And it's a real shame because you know what? We are all unique beings and we all have something unique to give into this world. So by holding back, you are not only disallowing your full gifts, what you have to bring and offer into this world, allow them to shine, but also you are, by holding back, you're actually not giving your gifts to the people you love and which are around you. So I really hope that this 5-step process helps you to change your life in a positive way, in a way that you truly want to live it, in a way you truly want to experience it. And if you have any questions or you would like any other examples, or maybe have a meditation that helps you to let go of all these negative beliefs, please hit a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you with the next video. Thank you so much for watching and have a beautiful day.